Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hello, this is Julian Breeding of Bellingham Ford with some very exciting news. We have just expanded our service hours to cover all of your service needs. We are now open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 6 days a week. That's right, Monday through Saturday for all of your service needs. No appointment necessary for oil change, brakes, or battery replacement. And remember, we have a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty on all of the work performed at Bellingham Ford. To make life easier, visit BellinghamFord.com and use our new online scheduler to book your appointment. We look forward to servicing you soon.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Got to talk about this dude that posted on Reddit about his girlfriend. Apparently, she's been applying for jobs for months. No luck.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are battling that right now. I see a lot of people on Facebook just saying, I've got another Zoom interview, which has got to be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, of course, I mean, you know, people are trying to get employed when a lot of folks got unemployed during this whole COVID nonsense. So, I mean, this is not unusual. Though, in this particular case with his girlfriend, it is unusual because there was a reason why she wasn't getting any nibbles, any bites. Nobody was really wanting to hire her. Turned out that last time her resume got saved, her computer auto-changed the name at the top to her username, which happens to be Princess Banana Hammock.
What?
Which
Vicky would find that funny.
Yeah, Vicky knows why.
Aw, it's a Phoebe reference. Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yep.
Friends.
Okay, definitely from Friends. And if you...
That's her username?
That's her username.
That's funny.
Look, listen, what, Dong Lover 69? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but I mean, that was when I was immature. I was in my 30s when I had it.
Yeah, of course.
Cut me some slack. I've grown up. I have a kid now.
Yeah. So, is it just 69 nice?
It's just Dong Lover 420.
Oh, right. Yeah. You've grown.
That's right.
I don't know how I should say you've grown. Your name is that. Yeah, if you don't know the Friends reference, here's the episode, and this is the scene where Phoebe tells her new husband that she's actually changed her name to Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
Well, I'm no longer Phoebe Buffet.
That's great. You changed your name?
Yes, I did. Princess Consuela Banana Hammock.
All right, then I'm going to change my name.
Right. Okay, what are you going to change it to?
Crap Bag.
Mike Crap Bag?
No, Mike. No, just Crap Bag. First name Crap, last name Bag.
That's Paul Rudd.
It is Paul Rudd,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was wondering, because the voice sounded very familiar.
Yeah, right?
Oh, look at Paul Rudd showing up on Friends.
Yeah, he ended up marrying Phoebe, and they were really cute together.
Wow. Is that the first time we really all saw Paul Rudd, I wonder? I don't think because that's Friends.
Clueless. But I don't know if that was before or after that.
No, I think Clueless was first. Because Paul Rudd didn't show up until like the last seasons.
Then Clueless was the first time you saw him.
Yep.
Oh, wow. And I totally forgot that he was in Clueless.
Every time I think about Paul Rudd, I think about there was that time I was fortunate enough to go to Los Angeles to do interviews with everyone that was a star of Anchorman. Before Anchorman was released, they did like a big screening, got to interview Will Ferrell, Christina Applegate, Champ Kind, David Koechner.
How cool is that? The first Anchorman movie, nobody knew at the time it was going to be what it was going to be.
It was so great, dude. It was such an incredible experience, but I will never forget walking in, because you go into different hotel rooms. That's how they set up these interviews. So each room is a different celebrity, and you get to do like a 10-minute interview, and it's awesome. Will Ferrell was super nice. One of the nicest people I ever met. He made it a point to make sure I was happy and accommodated to, offered me water, which was kind of funny because that's typically what the handlers would do, not not the celebrity.
Yeah.
But when I went in to interview Paul Rudd, I just walk in and instantly all I thought was, ladies love Paul Rudd. He had two of the hottest women just sitting on a couch while he's doing the interviews. I don't know who they were, if they were like PR people or if like what his relationship status was at the time, but they were just like there staring at him with loving eyes. And I'm like, Paul Rudd is the best.
Yeah,
I'll never forget that.
That's a pretty good. That's a maneuver right there.
And I don't know if it was just like his thing. Like I was like a weird like flex that he wanted to put out there. Like I'm the ladies' man, and he just had two hot chicks like just there to watch him be interviewed. But it was awesome.
Could have been his way of going, I want this interview to go well. Let me make sure. The majority of people who come to these interviews must be, dudes. So let me throw a couple of women in here so you'll think I'm a great guy.
Yeah. It brings up his status. Well, Will Ferrell didn't have that. He just had water.
Yeah.
Was it sexy water?
It was room temperature water.
Of all the people you interview, you remember two people. You remember Will Ferrell for being a nice person, and Paul Rudd for having, No,
I remember three, BJ. And I remember Christina Applegate not being very nice.
Oh,
really? Super nice when the microphones are on. Not so friendly when they're off.
Oh,
not like a mean person, but just not friendly. Because you walk into each room and everyone in that cast were like so nice. Adam McKay, the director as well, they were like above and beyond friendly. So then you go into hers and you're feeling that mojo, and you walk in, you're like, hey, it's nice to see you. Hey. And you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be one of those interviews.
Yeah. Boy, you wonder, everybody gets to have a bad day.
Yeah.
But still.
I still hate her for it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Kidding.
Well, I had the same experience when we had the Star Trek movie people in, and one of the guys was our buddy, because we had made friends with him, and still it didn't matter. He was our buddy. The woman that came in with him was not friends with us. She just did not seem to like us.
What was her name? I can't even.
I can't remember her name either.
She was not into.
She was
Alice Eve.
Yeah, Alice Eve.
Oh, yeah, that was when I showed her the picture I drew of her of bacon, and she did not like that.
That's why she didn't like us. Rev drew her as bacon. She might be vegan for all we know.
So was that the reason? You think that was the reason why she didn't like us?
100%. It's the Rev's fault.
All right,
I'll take the blame on that one, the way she looked at me after I was showing that to her.
Yeah,
everyone else was super cool about it.
A lot of people, they mostly had a good reaction to Rev drawing people as bacon. We'd have people come in studio and Rev would go, "Oh, I'm going to do bacon drawings of them."
Felicia Day loved it.
Yeah. I guess you got to know your audience. Probably Alice Eve is like, this is weird. And you're right. And Felicia Day and a lot of folks who are geeky probably thought this is unusual. And I love unusual, but apparently not Alice Eve.
Well, what the hell has she done ever since?
It's a good point. I haven't really seen her in
had
much.
An incredible career, and I just don't know.
I don't know. I think it ruined everything when she just decided to turn on us, and she doesn't know the big influence we have. I mean, look, look at your life. You get to talk to Will Ferrell. Everybody's nice to you. And what's Christina Applegate ever done since?
A lot, actually.
All right, well, fine.
She was in the incredible second season of Iron Fist, which was the worst of the Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I never even saw that second season. I didn't know Christina was in that.
No, we're talking about Alice Eve now.
Oh, Alice Eve was in Iron Fist? Well, yeah, then I'm definitely not watching the second season.
No. Not worth it.
And someone said they first saw Paul Rudd in Overnight Delivery with Reese Witherspoon back in the late 90s. Sarah Silverman's in it as well, but they were probably all just a bunch of unknowns at the time.
I saw Sarah Silverman in an episode of Star Trek Voyager recently because I've been binge watching that, and Sarah was in that. Yeah, she played a scientist. And well, I say because I didn't even know she was. I didn't know who she was when I first watched that episode in the 90s. I wasn't aware of Sarah, so to see her name show up, I'm like, Sarah Silverman's in this episode. I didn't even know she was doing stuff.
This is before I don't know the
90s.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out the timeline of Star Trek. So that was before her comedy career was really big, huh?
I'm not sure. It's interesting. When it got big enough for us to know her, I think she was probably very famous to at least Hollywood because she was able to get this role. She probably was doing some great stand-up in Hollywood, but you and I probably didn't know about her until after that episode.
Yeah, I only knew about her in the year 2000. There was a movie called The Way of the Gun, and in the opening scene, she gets punched in the face, and it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah, this was, I feel like
that doesn't sound good.
Oh, dude, I'm not doing it justice, but basically she's just talking S while her boyfriend's supposed to back her up. And so her boyfriend's supposed to get into a fight with this guy, and the guy just punches Sarah instead.
All right, then. I think she had a little bit of a better role in Star Trek Voyager. She was a scientist, and so she really helped out everybody. It is cool to see people like before you knew them.
Well, now we know where the Rev finds funny.
Yeah.
Women being punched in the face.
Well, there you go.
Sarah. Oh, God. Great, thanks.
No,
out of context, it sounds very weird.
Yeah, sure does.
I'm sure watching the show, I understand what you're talking about.
Let me just do this for Rev. There you go. Great. that might be Sarah right there getting punched in the face, Rev. There you go. All right, well, we have a question. Why were two naked men shooting fireworks off at each other? Well, Steve's going to tell you why. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load, terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Have we figured out how to explain deja vu? How do chameleons do that thing they do? Do you really need to wash your blue jeans? Yeah, you do, but how often? Hey, my name's Mike Simpson. I've got a podcast about curiosities. It's called I've Got Questions. We go through my list of random stuff and yours. Please participate. Send me your questions. I'll find someone to answer them. We've talked about our true crime obsession, how grocery stores are tricking us, super secret flight attendant stuff. I've Got Questions. New episodes Thursdays on Odyssey or wherever you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Nope. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and today, very special day. Enjoy yourself some whipped cream, wherever you want to put it.
All right.
Enjoy that whipped cream, because today is National Whipped Cream Day.
Nice.
I figured it was when you were telling me to enjoy some whipped cream. That was weird. It was National Pickle Day.
The women exposed their breasts and genitals and licked whipped cream off each other for money.
I love National Whipped Cream Day.
It's also National Bird Day.
Well, everybody's heard.
Oh, it's been a while.
That's right. Tell everybody that they're number one. Give them the bird. Give them the bird.
All right. Hey, that's where I can put my whipped cream.
You could.
Put it on the bird.
Everybody knows that the bird is a bird.
Bird. Sorry.
The women exposed their breasts and genitals and licked whipped cream off each other for money.
That's still the greatest Come 4 news report ever.
Right? I have to tell you, that song, you got to wonder, like, the guys go, they get a check for like $5 and they go, who the hell is playing our song? We're getting royalties for this.
I got to imagine. I wonder how many plays that song has gotten. I mean, there's different versions, but if someone was able to aggregate them all or at least get a good number of them, I bet that song gets played a crap ton every year, still to this day.
Man, it's pretty amazing because that's
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Also,
that's right. Family Guy did play that a lot.
This is very strange. This happened. I would have assumed when I first saw the headline, it says 2 half-naked men duel with fireworks. My first thought would be, this is something that definitely happened here in the United States of America.
Yeah. It better have happened here in America.
Nope, I'm wrong. Didn't happen here. Where do you think it did happen?
Oh, well, would Canada be that crazy? I'm going to go Canada.
Canada would be a great guess, but you would be
wrong. Dang it.
All right, Vicky, where do you think 2 half-naked men decided to have a duel with fireworks?
Oh, it's got to be somewhere cold and ridiculous. I'm going to say Russia.
Russia.
Bing, bing, bing.
You are
correct.
Come on. This happened in Moscow.
What the hell kind of logic is that?
I spent a lot of time on the internet, and the Russian dating apps and everything that goes on is ridiculous. The screenshots.
Are you planning on making a trip to Russia?
No, it is that ridiculous that people devote entire blogs and posts about just the ridiculousness that is the people of Russia.
She's getting herself a mail order husband.
Apparently,
I think that's what she's going to do.
Well, good luck
to you.
Dick.
All right.
I didn't know that was going to be a thing this year. Vicky's new year. I am getting a mail-order husband. I've had enough.
Well, there's video circulating of two men that decided, you know what, we're going to go outside, take off our shirts, and start battling each other with fireworks in the street. They shot bottle rockets at each other. The crowd gathered to egg them on because that's just, there's nothing better to do right now. There's nothing good on television. I mean, you get the World Junior Championships for hockey. I'm sure they're a little bit interested in that. But you know what? This is more fun. And of course, somebody pulled out their cell phone and got some video footage of it, and we have the audio. Naked fireworks, Joe? You could maybe make it a little bit louder so people can hear it there, Joe. That would be nice. And lower the music. Why don't we just move on? We don't need to worry about this. This is not going very well.
Pew, pew, pew,
Kapow,
ow,
boom,
ow.
bang.
Hey, you hit me in my nipple. Ouch.
All right, well, let's talk about this other story. Everyone's trying to be politically correct these days, BJ, and I understand that. It's a sensitive time. You don't want to be, quote-unquote, canceled by certain people. So there's this representative by the name of Emmanuel Cleaver. I bring it up because it's just a guy trying so hard to what he thinks is the right thing, but just looks like the biggest idiot known to man. I think you're going to get a crack up about this because it happened while he was swearing in one of someone in Congress, but he's also an ordained minister, and that matters because of the story. Because while he's doing his thing and he's talking about some stuff, he wanted to finish what he was saying by saying amen.
Okay.
But he thought that would not be very inclusive to women as well, so he decided to say amen and a women.
What?
Here's the audio of that. Joe, what's going on?
We ask it in the name of the monotheistic God, Brahma, and God known by many names, by many different faiths. A man and a woman.
It's not how it works, because amen does not mean a man.
I guess he's trying to be politically correct, but
it's a word that is it's a Hebrew word that says it means so be it.
Sorry, Steve. We're changing it, okay? I mean, we're canceling amen. That's just how it's going to be. Isn't it fascinating? I mean, I know, but if you actually, there could be people that would fight you over that. They would actually fight you over that and say that you were being unreasonable. So I don't know if I want to get in this conversation, even though I'm 100% agreeing with you that it's a completely different word.
I'm willing to take the risk, BJ. So that guy is a giant moron.
I'm with you, but there are people
being there and be like, "A woman."
Yeah,
it sounds like a bad dad joke.
Yes, but he was being serious because my wife first told me this story, and I'm like, "Oh, that's funny." He's mocking the world that we're in right now. That's kind of a funny, clever thing to do. And she's like, no, you need to listen to this. This is actually, he's not saying it with any sense of sarcasm or irony. He's being serious. And he's an ordained minister.
Do you think he's so...
Well, then again, the Rev's ordained, so I mean...
Yeah, that's a good... Do you think he's so afraid of being canceled, and that's why he did it?
Had to be.
Yeah, because, I can't believe he's actually thinking this is the right thing to do, more out of just fear.
A woman, BJ.
A woman.
A woman to
A
that.
woman to that.
Oh, man, the drama and the controversy that's going on with the Eagles continues. I don't know if you've been keeping up on this. So we talked about it.
What's going on with that team?
The Eagles put in their third-string quarterback in a tight game between them and the Washington football team. If they would have won that game, the Giants would have moved on to the playoffs. But because they lost, the Washington football team's going to the playoffs. And I just think it's funny, that there's Giants fans that are upset. It's at the end of the day, you got to hope your team needs to win. I mean, they're 6-10. You're upset that your 6-10 team didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, at that point.
But apparently, a lot of the players on the Eagles not very happy, and at some point they were just getting in the face of the coach, Doug Peterson. I don't know how they bring this guy back. I mean, I know that he's saying that they were trying to win the game. He wasn't trying to tank it, but a lot of people feel that he was. And some of the players were just not happy with the fact that they pulled Hurts out of the game. How do you keep the energy of that team going into the next season when it seems like you just tanked it for a draft pick?
That's not good if the players are visibly pissed, that people can see that.
At least a couple of players had to be held back from confronting him on the bench. That's how bad it was during the game. They were that pissed off.
There's a lot of pride because I've talked before with some players about why wouldn't you just intentionally tank it so you can get the best draft pick? That's a great strategy. And every player he basically said, no, BJ, that's not how it works. We want to win every time.
And, dude, it's funny though. I did get a kick out of going on Twitter and seeing some of the New York Giants players. They're just all just pissed off at this. Understandable, but again,
yeah,
you gotta win.
You only won 6 games. How far do you think you're going to go?
Even the head coach for the Giants, Joe Judge, here he is talking about it.
To disrespect the effort that everyone put forward to make this season a success for the National Football League, to disrespect the game by going out there and not competing for 60 minutes and doing everything you can to help those players win, we will never do that as long as I'm the head coach of the New York Giants.
And we will never win more than 6 games.
Oh. Still, that's a call-out. That is a hell of a call-out. He's pretty much done everything but name the coach and go, you're a loser.
Yeah.
That's, wow. Well,
my favorite, though, of all this was Eli Manning, who just simply said, this is why we don't like the Eagles. Is that what he
said? That's why we don't like the Eagles, because they can't
He's retired, but, I just think that's so funny that he had to chime in. Like, this is another reason why we don't like the Eagles.
All right, Eli. I didn't realize there's another reason. You got it.
As far as weather, we got 46 degrees. It's going to rain, and that's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Is it going to rain?
Yes.
I feel like we just haven't had enough of that.
It's going to rain forever.
So much rain. I know. Well, we got a cool story about this 80-year-old dude who was actually 80 years old, actually able to see color for the first time after his family bought him a pair of colorblind glasses. And
I didn't even know these things truly existed. It almost sounds like one of those like crazy things that you could buy in the back of a magazine when we were growing up.
Yeah.
See colors.
Yeah, so this is the ability for this 80-year-old dude, never saw color the way it was supposed to be seen like the rest of us see it. And here he is. We got him trying these glasses on for the first time.
Open them up. Try them on.
Wow. Yeah, you spend all your money on them. Cool.
Plus they look cool.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do they really work?
Ah! Yeah.
Now we've got to teach him colors. This is purple.
And the kid's cape is purple. Right here.
He knows golden. Cameron's shirt.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell did you find?
Ah! Do they work?
You just woke up.
How the hell do they work? I see stuff different than I did.
That's awesome. I've been witness to one of these moments actually because a friend of mine who makes some board games, Derek Funkhauser, is great name by the way.
Funkhauser,
yeah, he's
Funkhauser.
He actually brought a pair of these to a convention. And everyone, people got different kinds of color blindness, so his didn't look exactly like this guy's stuff.
His looked like aviators that are purple.
Yeah, he had his look very opaque. Like it looked like he was wearing sunglasses inside. They were a dark lens, but he was in tears when he first put these on, and he was able to see, because in board games they have done a lot to change the colors of things because there's a lot of folks that can't see colors, so green has been taken out of the color. If you have a pawn, like if you're playing games and they go, I'll be red, you'll be blue, I'll be green. Well, red and green is hard to tell apart. So he was able to finally see green for the first time because it's one of the colors that he just couldn't see very well.
Wow.
And, we take this for granted. He was like really emotional. When he was presenting his glasses for the first time. And it was like, whoa, I guess it is pretty amazing to actually see what I've been taking for granted my entire life, and that is being able to see colors of the spectrum.
The video of that is so cool because that audio has been shortened down because there's like lots of long pauses because he's just staring around looking in complete awe. Like, just what the hell is going on? I mean, here he's 80 years old, so for 80 years of his life, never saw color, and all of a sudden he puts on these glasses and now he can see things.
Yeah.
Although I'm very confused. Why did his wife go, he already knows golden? Like, what's going on in their house?
Oh
my God.
No? They must be Golden Tate fans.
Yeah.
That's
totally.
What
Golden
it is.
Delicious apples.
So they're mad at the Eagles as well.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, it is, because if you've ever, I've gone on, like they've shown, like they've given examples online where they go, you want to see what certain colorblind things are like and what people who are colorblind see if they have a particular, and there's so many different kinds. And it's like, wow, there's so much that they don't see. Because I've seen images of like, here's what this would look like to you, now here's what it looks like to them. So to have him get the vibrancy and everything like that he was never able to see before, it's pretty wild.
Well, it's funny how like the wife even said that now we got to teach him what colors are.
Yeah.
Which that's such a weird thing to wrap my head around. Like at 80 years old, you have to understand like, what does yellow mean? What does blue mean? You know what I mean? Because like you just didn't know what the color was to associate with.
Yeah, and it's frustrating because I have another friend who's also colorblind, and it can be very frustrating because when we're just doing stuff, we have to make sure. Oh, let's make sure that we can and we do with this dude, and he's
I'm surprised you're not using that to your advantage and playing games that have lots of colors in them, so you could win.
Yeah, I wish you know what? I wish that was enough, but unfortunately, my skill level's bad. But just to see him maneuver through life, like to see him just go, okay, I got this, I know this, and a lot of companies have put icons in there as well. So that there's that way, yeah, that's yellow, but there's also a design in there that's going to only be with the yellow things. So that way he can at least go, all right, I can't see that that's yellow, but I can see it's the shape of a triangle, so I'll know that I'll look for the triangle thing. So, but to see him maneuver through life when it's like, man, imagine that, Steve, where we take it for granted. I surely take it for granted, and so. That's kind of a cool moment for that old dude. But it took him 80 years.
Thanks for playing that clip. I needed that for my day.
Yeah, man, 80 years he hadn't seen color, and boom, there it is. And that's got to be a whole new world, man. That's got to be pretty awesome.
And he gets to wear cool sunglasses that are like purple-tinted aviators. So he's not like the cool guy that goes to raves. That's 80.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right, but sorry, Steve, you only get 3 guesses.
How many seasons did Breaking Bad have?
8.
No.
Oh. 10?
No.
7?
No. The Republic of
9?
No. The Republic of Liberia is a country on which
5?
No. Yeah, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Crap. I was forgetting it was just 5 seasons, but they broke them up.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the trouble with a lot of shows. You don't know exactly how many seasons they have until you have to answer it on a quiz.
Yeah, right.
You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce, or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.